Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing really fab. Today I'm gonna share with you some tips and exercises to help you with your scratch spin and your waltz jump. So if you're ready, let's go. So before we start spinning, we want to perfect the preparation. When you're just starting out, this is the basic prep for the spin, entering from backwards and then going forwards. Later you can learn a different entrance, like a 3-turn entrance. So here in this exercise, I'm only concentrating on creating a torque and turning my arms and shoulders as I cross over with the right leg. And then repeating again until I get a good feel and balance for the turn. I'm also concentrating on my posture, that it's nice and straight. And if you want to do it totally perfect, after you've crossed over the leg, you want to stretch the leg under completely. Here, I'm now trying to hold the curve after I've crossed over. My shoulders are still keeping the same position. This takes quite some strength and balance to perfect, so if you can't get the hang of it at first, just keep trying. It takes time. You want to hold this curve for quite a bit so you get a good balance and you feel just right when you're gonna go forwards afterwards. After mastering the backwards prep, you're gonna finally try to go forwards. So as you finish the torque, your left arm and left leg are going to go forward and you're going to try to spin. Ideally, you should try to stay under the toe pick when spinning. Spinning in the middle of your blade is not correct and it's just going to throw you off balance in the end. As a beginner, you're going to want to try this basic position first. So your leg is outstretched to the side, your arms are out straight, and then you're just going to bring your leg to your knee. You can bring it a bit down as you get faster and faster. Your arms are going simultaneously in as well, and you want to do this all in a very gradual, slow motion. You don't want to pull in too quick because this will just throw you off of the balance. So for the scratch spin, everything still applies. Now you're just bringing your foot forward as you pull in and then bringing the foot forward to the other foot. I want to stress two things. You really want to pull in a gradual motion because if you pull too fast, you're just going to throw it off. And when you're doing the torque, when you're turning before the spin, try not to bring your other arm to the other. You don't want to meet both hands before you are going into the spin. I feel that this is a false or a bad habit and it just ruins the momentum before the spin. And your left arm is fine on its own. It's going to create enough momentum and enough speed for the spin. Once you get to the point that you feel that your scratch spin is awesome, you can try some arm variations, such as bringing them all the way up, like here, or you can go down with them, whatever. Be creative, it's up to you. So as with the spin, you want to perfect the preparation before you go into the jump. When you've perfected the preparation, you have a good base, and you're gonna feel really comfortable for the jump as you're learning it. So at first we're just holding the back edge around a curve, keeping our arms and our shoulders in the same plane as our hips, and we're just trying to hold this. At first it might seem really hard to balance, but soon you will get the hang of it. I prefer to enter it through a mohawk, but if you want to do it through a 3-turn, that's totally fine and it's up to you. And now we're just gonna hold the forward outside edge. Here we're keeping our arms a little bit back, and this might seem even more hard than the backwards edge, but trust me, it's really gonna help you gain strength to hold that outside edge because it's really, really important for waltz jumps, axels, double axels. Now we're going to combine both of them. So starting out with the back outside edge, going into the forward one. Bring our arms forward and then back as we go forward, also keeping our leg back. And you want to repeat this a couple of times till you get the hang of it and a good feel. You don't want that the forward outside edge is too curvy. You want it to kind of go a little bit straight, if that makes sense, but still being on the curve. So now we're going to do the waltz jump, and we're trying to apply everything that we learned about the preparation. And now when we're going forward into the outside edge, our arms are back, leg is back, we're going to spring up into the air, bringing the leg and the two arms forward. You want to make sure that you're not turning too much into the circle as you jump. You want to kind of jump straight forward because the centrifugal force is going to push you into the circle anyways. So if you go there right away, you're really just cutting yourself short. I also want to stress that you want to keep your posture straight. You don't want to be slouching over. You don't want to kind of bring your body forward as you go forward. You don't want to be too back as well. And always try to make sure that you have a nice exit afterwards. Also nice crossovers and preparations before your jump, just so that you have a nice aesthetic and you're pleasing to watch. So once you feel ready and you feel really comfortable with your waltz jump, you can start being a little bit more creative, perhaps adding more waltz jumps after another, or trying to do combinations. It's up to you, or what your coach suggests for you to do. But always just make sure that you have a good base that you can build up on. And yeah, just keep practicing and eventually it'll happen. So I hope you guys really liked this video. I hope you found it helpful in some ways. And in my next video, we're going to be talking about axles. So until then, bye!